Hello, comic book fans. As Wolverine begins to slip into his old self, he goes out for a beer with new Mutant Cannonball. But a few rounds of brews turns into a battle against the Unstoppable Juggernaut. We start in Scotland, in the deepest dungeons of Edinburgh Castle. Cyber is held tightly in constraints, given his past crimes. His restraints and berries are an absolute necessity for those holding him to stay alive, because nobody does this to Cyber. And out of nowhere, blue electric shimmers start to break through, deep into the castle.
Huh?
A portal created by hard drive. Through the portal enters the Dark Riders, here to set Cyber free.
Time for payback.
But the Dark Riders have other plans for Cyber than his revenge. They drag him through the escape portal created by hard drive. Meanwhile, in Salem Center. Wolverine's hunt is disturbed by Cannonball, who had a bad case of cabin fever. Wolverine, not to be outdone by Cannonball, grabs his bike and challenges him to a race.
You cannot ride in the woods!
Yeehaw! Meanwhile, in the med bay of the Xavier Institute, the Juggernaut violently awakens. The last thing he remembers is landing in New Jersey after being slugged all the way from Canada.
I gotta get out of Dodge.
Juggernaut busts out and lets the X-Men know that no one is stopping him on the way out. He doesn't have time to stick around before Onslaught shows up. At a tavern nearby, Wolverine shows his way of respect to Cannonball for beating him in the race. Wolverine's approval means getting Cannonball blind drunk.
Who do I gotta stump to get a drink around here?
Huh?
Cannonball, having had a few, forgets the right protocol is to wait for backup. And steps up to take on the Juggernaut.
Huh? Any lost words?
Wolverine steps in and squares up to the Juggernaut, reminding him if he messes with an X-Man, he messes with all of them. Wolverine's keen senses tell him the Juggernaut has something else on his mind. Juggernaut doesn't prove him wrong by making the exit door his size.
Where did you two appear from?
Zoe Culloden and her associate warp the Juggernaut off to another dimension. Whatever plans they have for the Juggernaut, it must be big.
Just what is going on here?
When Cannonball, Wolverine, and Storm go out into the alley after him, they find nothing there, much to their confusion. Wolverine does have a feeling that they are being watched, unaware the presence of Zoe and her colleague are cloaked right next to them. Where did they warp the Juggernaut, and what are they planning to do with him? You can find out more with future videos here by liking and subscribing to our channel. And check out our related merch with links found in the description. Now, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time viewing the video, and we'll see you on the next one.